Hi guys, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. I now have a tripod which has thrilled me. I don't have to hold the camera anymore and get really tired. Now I can stand, I can talk, I can move, I can do whatever I want. I can have my freaking sip of coffee and not have to juggle the camera. Books are better than people. I fully concur. Right, so today I'm going to be bringing you my September TBR. Now, I haven't stuck to a TBR list in a very long time because unfortunately every time I venture into the bookstore, shit gets real. There's always a book that I'm like, ooh, I've been looking at that and now you're available, let me get you. So it's just highly impossible for me to say, okay, September, I am reading these 9 books and that's it. It always changes, but that's why I decided to just give you a few books today because I may be getting more books from authors and maybe some from publishers later this month, in which case they obviously take first priority over the ones that I actually buy myself on a whim. So the first book I actually did buy myself on a whim because how could I not? It is my very first Karen Slaughter book, The Good Daughter. I heard about it from Abby. When I heard about this book in particular, I was like, that sounds like something I would really enjoy. It is about 2 sisters who get forced into the woods at gunpoint. One of them runs and one of them stays behind. Now the book is set back and forth, I think, between, 28 years ago, this family got attacked and devastated them. Now, 28 years later, a very similar occurrence happens and one of the sisters is the first to witness it, and it just brings back all these suppressed memories. So, I don't know, it just sounds, it's very chunky, which is why this month I'm not going to be giving too big of a TBR pile because I don't know how long it's going to take me to read this one, purely for the fact that life has once again changed for Boho Bookworm. I actually have not read much this month at all so far. I finished The Apartment by S.L. Gray by the end of August, I think. But besides that, I've been so busy. Work had a couple of exhibition openings, which I had to get going with. I had to work super hard. I did like 13-hour shifts. But I also have some news for you. My boyfriend and I, the boyfriend that I got when I first moved to Cape Town, we broke up a little while ago, and it turns out that he missed me too much. Knew he would. If you're watching this, love you. But basically, he decided that he missed me and he wanted to try again. I mean, how can you not miss me? Therefore, both yesterday and the day before, we spent the night together having dinner and talking, catching up, just, you know, rekindling our romance. So I haven't had much time for reading. And this month is also going to be very busy. We are very, very busy at work. And also there is the Open Book Festival in Cape Town this week, actually, and the author Ali Land, who wrote Good Me Bad Me, is here, and I am meeting her on Friday. She's doing this talk for an hour about writing thriller novels, and because I'm writing a thriller novel in November for NaNoWriMo, I had to attend. I'm extremely excited. Plus, I'm going to be a complete fangirl and go get my book signed, so that being said as well, reading is not going to be my first priority this month because until November now, NaNoWriMo preparations have started and I have been planning my novel like mad. I have done chapter summaries for days. I've got my twists, chapters, summaries, all the way to chapter 18 so far. I actually do need to crack on with that because it's been a couple of days since I have done more ideas. A few little ideas here and there of what I'd like to include, some character summaries, suspects of the book, because obviously with a crime detective thriller novel you need to have suspects. It's not going to be very fun if you just know who the evil person is. So I got a twist that is going to blow your minds. There's also a book that I'm busy listening to on Audible to and from work in the mornings, and that is The Marsh King's Daughter by Karen Dion. I have yet to buy a physical copy of this book. I desperately want one, but guys, I have already raped my credit card enough. The Marsh King's Daughter is about the Marsh King's daughter. Basically, a long time ago, this guy who obviously has a lot of mental health issues, he kidnaps this little girl, I think she's like 14 at the time, and rapes her a lot, and they end up having this baby together, a little girl. And this book is told from that girl's point of view. Now that she's grown up, she actually put her father in jail, and now he's escaped. And she never told her family. She got married, she had 2 kids, and she never told them that she was this murderer's daughter that got sent to jail. And now he's escaped, so she has basically abandoned her family and is looking for him and hunting and tracking, because father taught her how to track and how to hunt and how to just survive in the wild. So it's kind of worked against him now, because now she's after him. But I'm really enjoying it. It is a little bit like, I feel like maybe they get a little bit too into the descriptions of the different types of plants you can eat and what you can use bear fat and grease for, and it's very like survivor-ish, a bit too much so. I think I would prefer it more a plot-driven thing rather than more descriptive on survival instincts. I don't know, that's just my idea though, but I wouldn't say it is the best thriller I've read this year so far, not by a long shot. Good Me Bad Me by Ali Land, as I said. Not biased because I'm meeting her on Friday, I am just extremely excited, and it is a phenomenal book. I am also going to be reading Saga Volume 2, which is a graphic novel about 2, they're not people, they're like alien type dudes from different planets, and it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet story because they're not supposed to like each other, but they end up falling in love and they have this baby together, and then they're on the run from absolutely everyone. Very good, it's full of humour, it's so witty and dry, sarcastic. The first volume, I just fell in love with the humour, and I actually kind of forgot about how good it was, so I was really happy to get my hands on Volume 2 now and carry on with the graphic novel. I think I've got about 4 hours left of The Marsh King's Daughter on Audible, and then I'm going to be listening to something a little bit different. I feel like I've been reading a lot of thrillers and crime novels lately, so I feel like something maybe a little bit lighter, and that is going to be History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. Once again, I don't know too much about this book because I like going into books not knowing that much, but I have heard so many phenomenal things from so many of you on YouTube and Bookstagram. So I do know that it's about a boy called Griffin. He loses his first love in a drowning accident, who just happens to be another boy, and he is reeling from his death and trying to deal with his grief. His OCD is getting worse. Griffin turns to the one person he didn't think he ever would to help him through what he's going through. I've heard it's beautifully written. I've never read Adam Silvera before, so I'm really highly anticipating this one. If I do manage to get through that chunky devil by Karen Slaughter, then there is a book that was sent to me by a author in exchange for an honest review. BB Carey sent me her book Sydney on Fire, which I am very much looking forward to. This cover is just stunning. I really, really love it. Some of what is mentioned at the end of this book could actually really help it to entice more people to read it, but she doesn't want me to say certain things about it, so there are elements to this book that I think are going to be absolutely fascinating though. But it is about a multiracial doctor who patches people up, but she can also break them if she wants to. She's an extremely fierce character. This little boy goes missing, and if she steps in, she could risk everything. Yeah, so they're the books that I'm going to be reading throughout the month of September, maybe more. I mean, August was a fabulous reading month for me. I read 9 books in total, which is like, whoop. I don't know how I had so much time on my hand. Oh yes, that's because I didn't have a boyfriend, and now boyfriend's back on the scene, and it's the 6th of the bloody month already, and yes, I need to catch up on reading. I think I'm going to tell him I'm cancelling my plans with you tonight, buddy. I need a book date night. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. I do love you. I really do. And I'm very glad we're back together. Anyway, let me know what you're going to be reading throughout the month of September in the comments down below, and I will talk to you soon. See you later, guys. Bye.